back to the channel. I'm standing in our garden this afternoon and I'm very excited to take you on a quick walk through. We have planted our first 5 fruit trees. So excited. So our long-term plan is to start a bit of a domestic orchard, and we're really very conscious about the types of fruit trees that we plant, keeping in line with the things that we actually eat. I'm still seriously trying to track down that banana tree and lychee tree, but no such luck just yet. But I'm going to take you through what we have got and just talk you through what we've been doing. So we've done it 2 different ways, I think, from memory, and the reason being is our soil here is really terrible. So it's very like silty, sandy, clay-like. I can't even actually correctly describe it, but it's really not good to actually plant in. So what we've had to do has been really a bit of a struggle. We've had to dig down deep, and we have removed some of the soil and included some compost and some decent topsoil. And the compost that we made sure we used was for fruit trees. And yeah, poor Sven, his foot was actually really sore the next day because of all the digging with the spade. So it just gives you an idea of just how hard the soil actually is. Really wasn't that easy. But I'll take you through to the first fruit tree, and that is Elaine's late navel orange. So you'll see we do have one tiny little one growing, and the main reason there's only the one is it actually came with a whole bunch of fruit flowers and little buds starting. But as we were walking out of the nursery, the lady sort of said to us, look, it's a very young tree and we should really not let them fruit for the first 5 years. My heart sank, but we're going to take their advice. So I thought, well, I'm just going to let one go just so that I can I don't know, just have some immediate success. The second one we've planted is, of course, a lemon tree, and it actually came with the same sort of advice. However, I've actually let 4 keep growing. Interestingly though, when you look at it, the area that I've left the 4 buds on is actually not doing very well. So it seems to be a different color. So that I thought was a bit interesting. So as you can see, we've mulched around because these are young trees, trying to protect the roots as best we can, and also being this really yucky soil, we don't want it to dry out and go really rock hard and clay-like. So these guys we kind of just dug as big as the pot. So I'm very surprised that the orange is actually doing as well as it is. So is the lemon. I'm just a bit interested as to why those buds are not doing very well. If anyone knows, please let us know. And if I should actually pull them off, I'll do that immediately. But again, this was the same advice given. I then have a Paw Paw tree, and I'm very excited about this Paw Paw tree because it was called a bisexual gold. So really all that means is I don't have to have 2 Paw Paw trees. It will just do its own thing. And since I've planted it, it has absolutely shot up. So all the new growth underneath, as you can see, it is doing amazing. So I believe we could get fruit as early as 9 months. So I'm very excited because I really like Paw Paws. So yeah, sadly Sven doesn't eat them, so I'll be having lots of fruit salad. Alright, I'll just take you over to the other 2 trees that we've got. So this is just our big, hopefully, pecan tree. And over here is a mulberry tree. Now sadly when I planted it, it had a lot of fruit on. It kind of came with so much fruit. There's no fruit on it at the moment, but it's looking healthy. So it's vibrant, it's green. So yeah, it's hasn't had fruit on for a while, but then again with the birds I think are absolutely loving this tree. My one concern is it's also quite a fairly young tree. I have no idea how old this tree is. So I'm wondering if it's a similar sort of situation as the first 2 that I just showed you. So I've just been pulling off the yellow leaves and it's doing okay as far as I'm concerned. And then have a fig tree. So this one has also grown so much since I planted it, and it's got new buds I saw this afternoon just over here. These are definitely not fast growing trees, but very excited for figs. I haven't had a fig in years, and I have a really fond memory of eating figs when I was really young with one of my grands, so I'm so excited to relive that. We did very kindly get also gifted, I do forget the name, but I think it's a chestnut tree that our neighbor very kindly gave us, and I think he said this one is about 12 months, and it's just gorgeous. Apparently it's one of those that has like these really big pods, and then inside the pod is all the little chestnuts, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, he said there was like 8 or 9 little chestnuts in the pod, so I'm very excited. So the difference that we did with the mulberry and the fig is we actually dug a much bigger hole so that we could put a lot more of that compost and that good soil in, just to help protect the roots of these 2 fruit trees, because as I said, our soil is just absolutely no good. So I'm very keen to get some fruit, but I'm gonna have to be patient which I am not. So yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any other suggestions or ideas for us of what's to plant, bearing in mind we live in a very tropical climate, I know the weather doesn't look very great at the moment, but we're in a week full of rain, so everything is just super green, super lush, and fingers crossed surviving. So yep, if you're in Queensland, sort of North Coast region, and you know where to get a banana tree from, please let me know. See you on the next one. Bye. He's huge, whatever he is.
What the?
See? Not overreacting. Probably got a little bit more.
That thing's from the devil. What is it?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't know, but I'm gonna have to go put the some. There's little ones on him. Little hairy things on him.
It's probably his legs, dude.